Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and this is Mr. DB, and as always we discuss about past questions over here, and today the past question that we have here is the 2026 Matters BEC paper. So 2026 BEC Maths paper that we are going to review today. So this is the look when you get a paper. You have a space for your name, your index number, then the West Africa Examination Council, then the Basic Education Certificate Examination. So these are the instructions. Do not open this booklet until you are told to do so. While you are waiting, read and observe the following instruction carefully. Write your name, index number in ink in the space provided above. This booklet consists of two parts. Answer paper 2, which comes first in your answer booklet, and paper 1 on your objective test answer sheet. Paper 2 will last 1 hour, which the answer booklets will be collected. Do not start paper 1 until you are told to do so. Paper 1 will last for 1 hour. Calculation. The use of calculators are not allowed. So this paper, you're not supposed to use calculator. And then the whole paper lasts for 2 hours. So if you open up a paper, you have paper 2 and you're supposed to answer only 4 questions out of the 6. If you open paper, you have paper 2 and answer 4 questions only. All questions carry equal marks. All workings must be clearly shown. Marks will not be awarded for correct answer without corresponding workings. So you're supposed to show your working that you did. If you had two, you just don't have to write the two out there. You have to show us how you got it two. So let's start with question number 1. Question number 1 says, given that k is equal to in a set of 1, 2, 3 to 11, I list the prime numbers in k, I. Find the probability that the number selected at random from the set K is not a prime number. And we also have B, factorize completely, x plus y in a bracket, and also other bracket 2m minus n, close the bracket, minus m multiplying a bracket, x plus y. And then we also have C, a typist charge 68 Ghana cedis for the first 8 sheet type, and 11 cedis for each additional sheet. Calculate the amount and if the typist type a total of 35 sheets. So let's start with question number 1. The answer for it is for 1 AI. So list the prime numbers in key. So the prime numbers in key will be 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Then also find the probability that the number selected at random from the set is not a prime number. So we have 5 prime numbers over there. So 5 minus 11 will give you what? 6. So we have 6 non-prime numbers over there. So the probability of us finding the non-prime numbers is the number of non-prime numbers over total numbers over there. Total numbers we have over there is 11. So 6 over 11. That will be your answer. We are supposed to factorize the expression given above. So this is a common factorization. First, we factorize x plus y all out of the expression. Then we see that when we factorize 2m minus n minus m again, that expression m can subtract from 2m. So we get x plus y open another bracket m minus n here, and C for the typist solution. So the typist takes 68 series for the first sheet type, then 11 series for each of the additional sheets. So, and the typist typed 35 sheets in total. So additional sheet is equal to 35 minus 8, which is 27 sheets. So we multiply this 27 by our 11 to get 297 Ghana cedis. Then we add our 68 Ghana cedis to it. So we get 356 Ghana cedis. So these are the total earnings that typist earned. So let's go to question number 2. Question number 2, 2a. The image of P, which is 2, 5, when translated by a vector R is negative 3, 8. Find the image of the image of Q prime of Q negative 4, 6, negative 6, which translated by what? When translated by R. Then B, Joyce and Richard contributed 10,000 and 5,000 Ghana cedis respectively to start a business. They agreed that Richard will be paid one third of the profit as a manager, and the rest of the profit will be shared in a ratio of their contribution. If the profit of 9,000 was made, how much did Joyce receive and how much did Richard also receive? So let's start with the question number two answers. So for the image, for 2A, image, so the object plus the a translation vector will give you an image. So when you move the object to the other side, we get -3 minus 2, we get 8 minus 5, which will bring us -5, 3 as our translation vector. Then also the image of K prime of K -4, -6 when translated by R. So we're going to add the translation vector plus our K. Then we get the image of what K prime, which will give us -9, 3, -3, sorry. So let's look at the Joyce and Richard problem. That's B. So the total profit at the end was at 9,000. And then Richard, this is the what manages what Richard will get a fee of one third of the 9,000, which is what 3,000. And the remaining profit will be 6,000. So the remaining profit they're going to share between themselves respectively based on their contributions that they made. So the ratio of their contributions was 2:1. So Joyce is 2, Richard is 1. So Joyce share is what 2/3 times the 6,000, which gives us what 4,000. And for Richard's share, Richard is having what additional 3,000 plus his what ratio contribution, and his ratio contribution is what 2,000, 1/3 times 6,000, which gives us 2,000. So 3,000 plus what 2,000 gives us what 5,000. So Richard receives a sum of 5,000. So let's take question number 3. Question 3. Asana was engaged to collect cashew fruit on a farm and was paid a wage of 25 cedis a day. If the daily wage increased by 10% and she worked for 30 days, how much will she be paid? And for 3B, you have a diagram over here, and the diagram is not drawn to scale. So the diagram shows the floor of a room which is dimensions. With its dimensions, find the parameter. That's for I, the area, the cost of carpeting the floor. If the carpet costs 20 Ghana cedis per square meter. So let's look at the answers for question 3A. So 3A, the daily wage increased by 10%, and for a daily wage she gets 25 a day. So the increase of 10% increase of 25 will give us 250 pesos. Then so the new daily wage will be what 25 cedis plus the 250 pesos will give us 27 cedis 50 pesos. The total pay for 30 days is 27 cedis 50 pesos times 30, which is giving us 825 Ghana cedis. And let's look at our diagram over here. So the diagram shows us to find out the parameter. The parameter of the So it's simple of just find parameter, just adding all of them together. Or every side that you see, every length of the side that you see. So we have each which is the top side. The right side is 3. The inner horizontal, which is also 3. We have the inner vertical, which is 2. We have um, the bottom, which is 5, and the left side, which is 5. So adding all this, you get 26 meters. Then area. You can solve this as two rectangles, then you add them together if you want to do it like that. Or you can solve that a whole and cut out from it. So let's see. So treat the shape as a large rectangle minus the top right notch. So the full rectangle is what? 8 by 5, which is 40 meters. And the cut out of the top right notch is 8 minus 5, which is what? 3 meters. So 3 meters times the height, which is also 3, will give us 9 meters. So area is equal to 40 minus 9, which is what? 31 meter. Yeah. So the cost of carpeting the floor, if the carpet costs 20 cedis per square meter, so you just multiply the 20 by the 31 and you're done. You're good to go. Also, let's let's go to question 4. Question 4. In the school, the monthly income of three workers, Aku, Braku, then Dagadu, are 5,000, 6,500, 4,200 respectively. So we are supposed to calculate the yearly income of each worker, find the yearly income between Aku and Dagadu, find the total yearly income of all the three workers. Then B. The painter places a ladder against the building at a window. The angle of the foot of the ladder makes with the horizontal the angle the foot of the ladder makes with the horizontal is 60 degrees. If the distance from the foot of the ladder to the base of the ladder is 5 meters, I illustrate the formation in the diagram. I find to correct one decimal place the length of the ladder and the distance between the window and the floor of the building. So let's take question for the answers. So for each of the workers, we just have to multiply their salary by 12, which is so because you have 12 months in a year. So multiply their salary by 12. Then also find the yearly income between Ako and Dagado. So the yearly income difference. So Aku is 60,000, then Dagado is 50,400. So subtract this from that, you get 9,600. Then also find the total yearly income of all these workers. Let's also add all this together, then we get 188,400. So this will be the diagram for the ladder diagram, which is for 4B. And okay, so let's go to 4BII, which is alpha. So alpha, the length of the ladder. So we know the length of the ladder is cosine 60 is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. And the adjacent to our is 5, which is the distance between the foot of the ladder to the building. The horizontal ground of the building. So over the length of the ladder. So we get giving us cosine 60 to be half. So half is equal to 5 over L. Then we get L to be 10 meters. Distance between the window and the foot of the building. So we know tan 60 is equal to opposite over adjacent, which is equal to h over p, or h over 5. But the tan 60 given us in the question is 1.732. Then we know, so we're looking for h. We know 5, so cross multiply, we get h to be 8.7 meters. Remember to put in one decimal place. Okay, so we are going to question 5. Question 5, simplify. Root 72 over root 18 minus root 12. Leave the answer in a plus b root c, where a, b, and c are integers. B, so 1 over 2 multiplying the expression 2x plus 1, which is greater than or equal to 1 over x plus 1 whole number, improper fraction of 1, and sorry, a mixed fraction of 1 and 9 over 10. So let's start. Let's change this mixed fraction first. Sorry, let's read the question C. An athlete ran 4 times around a circular track of radius 70 meters. Find in meters the total distance covered by the athlete. Take part between 22 over 7. So let's find for answers of question 5. So root 72, which is 5m. Root 72 is equal to 36 times 2, which will give us, simplify root 72, we get 6 root 2. Then root 18 will give us 3 root 2. Then root 12 will give us 2 root 3. So with this, we can we can rationalize it. Yeah. So when we rationalize it, we get this, then it cancels out, then this and this. So final answer, we can get 6 plus 2 with 6. A is equal to 6, B is equal to 2, and C is equal to 6. So see, let's take this expression, question 5b. Solve 1 over 2, multiply the expression 2x plus 1 greater than or equal to 1 over 3x plus a mixed fraction of 1 and 9 over 10. So we change this mixed fraction to our proper fraction. Then we get improper fraction, we get 19 over 10. Then you find for the LCM of 2, 3, and 10, which is 30. So we multiply it through by a common LCM. Then we get an expression that we can what? We can easily solve. So this lastly, we come and get x to be what? Greater than or equal to 2.1. So let's take 5c. The athlete ran around a circular track of radius 70 meters. So those two for the circumference of the circular track, just 2 pi r. You know r and pi to between 2 over 7. R is 70. So we get 440 meters. But he runs around the track for 4 times. So 4 times 440 meters will give us 1,760 meters. Okay. So let's continue with question number 6. Okay. Question number 6. The data shows the shoe size of learners in the school. And those are the shoe size over there. So A, construct a frequency distribution table of the data. Then B, if the school supplies shoes to learners, I, which size will be purchased in a large quantity? Then give reason for your answer in BI, that's for II. And III, which size will be purchased in less quantity? Then IB, give reason for your answer in BII. Then C, find the correct nearest whole number, the mean shoe size. Okay, so from this, let's look at the answers. So these are the tally that we've done over there, our table over there. The tally, I couldn't cancel out the stroke, so when you are doing it, cancel out the 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5, then use the 5 stroke to cancel it throughout. So we get that's our table over here. Then which size we purchase in large quantity? That will be size 5. Why? Because it has the highest frequency, which is 10. The size I will purchase in the less quantity will be what? Size 7. Because what? It has the lowest frequency. Then our last question for the day, correct the nearest whole number, the mean shoe size. So the mean shoe size over there, mean to be what? Sigma fx over sigma f. So you find for sigma fx, then you get your sigma f is 30. So you solve for this, then you get a mean shoe size to be what? 5.38. But to the nearest whole number, which is what? 5. So this brings us to the end of paper 2. If you like this, please like, share, subscribe to serve as a motivation. So now we're going to watch part 1. I beg of you to subscribe, share, like, comment. If there's anything that you didn't really understand in this or you felt that it was wrong, please let us see it in the comments so we can address to it. Thank you very much. Enjoy paper 1. Thank you guys for watching up to this far. My name is Mr. DB. Usual, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Comment if you have any problem with the question I've given to you above. And please take note that this are not the exact marking schema why is going to use marking papers. They are just to show you how your answers are supposed to be like or how the answers are supposed to come out like. Yeah. So this is where I'll end it at. And again, if you don't understand anything, please do well to say it in the comment section. Thank you very much. I'll catch you in the next one.